Hello and welcome to quiz class. Today we have 100 questions on general knowledge. I'm your host, Ellen, and we have a lot to cover today. So let's take a look at our quiz class awards. Let us know how you ranked in the comments at the end. And today's lineup includes everything from geography to biology, math, cuisine, entertainment, history, 10 different categories. So let's begin with geography. Question 1. What is the world's highest mountain pass connecting China and Pakistan? Khunjerab Pass, Rotang Pass, or Shipki La Pass? Khunjerab Pass. Which river flows through the Grand Canyon of Asia in China? Brahmaputra River, Yangtze River, or Mekong River? The Yangtze River. What is the largest island in the Philippines? Palawan, Visayas, or Luzon? Luzon. Which city is the capital of the Indonesian province of Papua? Balikpapan, Jayapura, or Medan? Jayapura. What is the highest peak in the Japanese Alps? Mount Fuji, Mount Aso, or Mount Haku? Mount Haku. What is the world's longest fjord located in Norway? Sognefjord, Hardanger Fjord, or Geiranger Fjord? Sognefjord. Which river flows to the city of Vienna, Austria? Oder, Danube, or Elbe? The Danube River. What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea divided between Greece and Turkey? Cyprus, Crete, or Lesbos? Cyprus. What is the world's northernmost capital city located in Iceland? Reykjavik, Stockholm. Yes, those two, Reykjavik or Stockholm. Reykjavik. What is the smallest country in the world, both in terms of population and land area, located within Rome, Italy? San Marino, Vatican City, or Monaco? Vatican City. And let's move over to biology for question 11. Cells are building blocks of what? Nuclei, life, or tissue? Life. What is the term for the study of the structure, behavior, and evolution of the universe? Cosmology, astronomy, or geology? Cosmology. Which biologist discovered the principle of heredity known as Mendel's laws? James Mendel, Gregor Mendel, or Matthew Mendel? Gregor Mendel. What is the process by which cells become specialized to perform specific functions? Meiosis, mitosis, or differentiation? Differentiation. What is the term for the study of the structure, function, and behavior of cells? Cytology, embryology, or histology? Cytology. What is the term for the study of the structure, function, and behavior of genes? Epigenetics, genetics, or genomics? Genetics. Which scientist developed the theory of evolution through genetic drift? Sewall Wright, Ronald Fisher, or Gregor Mendel? Sewall Wright. What is the term for the study of the structure, function, and behavior of the brain and nervous system? Neuropharmacology, neuroscience, or neuroplasticity? Neuroscience. Which biologist discovered the principle of natural selection? Charles Darwin, Louis Pasteur, or Alfred Russel Wallace? Charles Darwin. What is the term for cell suicide? Apoptosis, necrosis, or mitosis? Apoptosis. And let's move over to math. For question 21, what is the value of pi? 3.23, 3.14, or 3.15? 3.14. Who is credited with the development of calculus? Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, or Archimedes? Isaac Newton. What is the largest prime number? 2, 7, or 5? 7. We have this formula here, and that is the formula for the area of what? A circle, a cylinder, or a cuboid? A circle. Who developed the concept of geometry? Euclid, Plato, or Aristotle? Euclid. What is the process of finding the slope of a line? Integration, regression, or interpolation? Regression. Who developed the concept of probability? Pierre-Simon Laplace, Albert Einstein, or Blaise Pascal? Blaise Pascal. Who is credited with the development of the binary number system? Archimedes, Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, or Isaac Newton? Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz. What is the value of the golden ratio? 1.81, 1.61, or 1.71? 1.61. Who developed the concept of algebra? Aristotle, Pythagoras, or Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi? And the last one is the answer. Okay, let's move over to culture. For question 31, which novel is set in the fictional town of Maycomb, Alabama? The Catcher in the Rye, To Kill a Mockingbird, or The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? To Kill a Mockingbird. Which musician is known as the king of rock and roll? Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, or Chuck Berry? Elvis Presley. Which ancient city was the capital of the Inca Empire? Cusco, Santiago, or Lima? Cusco. Which author wrote the play Romeo and Juliet? Ben Jonson, William Shakespeare, or John Webster? William Shakespeare. Which artist created the sculpture David? Raphael, Donatello, or Michelangelo? Michelangelo. Which festival is celebrated in India with colors and water? Holi, Losar, or Diwali? Holi, or Holi. Which musician is known as the Queen of Soul? Aretha Franklin, Janis Joplin, or Patti LaBelle? Aretha Franklin. Which artist created the painting The Starry Night? Claude Monet, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, or Vincent van Gogh? Vincent van Gogh. Which musician is known as the King of Pop? Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson. Which author wrote the novel The Lord of the Rings? George R.R. Martin, J.R.R. Tolkien, or C.S. Lewis? J.R.R. Tolkien. And let's move over to sports for question 41. Which country won the 2024 UEFA Euro? Spain, France, or England? Spain. Which Spanish player defeated Novak Djokovic in the 2024 Wimbledon final? Rafael Nadal, Carlos Alcaraz, or David Ferrer? Carlos Alcaraz. Which boxer was known as the greatest? Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, or George Foreman? Muhammad Ali. Which team won the first Super Bowl in 1967? The Los Angeles Rams, the Green Bay Packers, or the Kansas City Chiefs? The Green Bay Packers. Which golfer won the most Masters tournaments? Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, or Tiger Woods? Jack Nicklaus. Who is the only tennis player to achieve a Golden Slam? Novak Djokovic, Steffi Graf, or Roger Federer? Steffi Graf. Who is the only athlete to win Olympic gold medals in both summer and winter games? Eddie Egan, Lanny Bassam, or Carl Lewis? Eddie Egan. Which team won the most Stanley Cup titles in the NHL? The Detroit Red Wings, the Montreal Canadiens, or the Toronto Maple Leafs? The Montreal Canadiens. Who is the only player in NFL history to win the Super Bowl, the NFL MVP award, and the Super Bowl MVP award in the same season? Joe Montana, Steve Young, or Kurt Warner? Joe Montana. Which athlete holds the record for the most consecutive victories in professional tennis with 37 wins in a row? Martina Navratilova, Novak Djokovic, or Roger Federer? Martina Navratilova. And we are moving on to literature for question 51. Which character says, "To be or not to be, that is the question," in Shakespeare's Hamlet? Was it Hamlet, Romeo, or Othello? Hamlet. Who wrote the epic poem The Iliad and the Odyssey? John Milton, Homer, or Virgil? Homer. Which novel by George Orwell is set in a dystopian future? 1974, 1984, or 1994? 1984. Who wrote the play A Midsummer Night's Dream? Taylor Swift, William Shakespeare, or Christopher Marlowe? William Shakespeare. Who wrote the novel Wuthering Heights? Mary Shelley, Emily Bronte, or Charlotte Bronte? Emily Bronte. Which poem by Edgar Allan Poe begins with the line, "Once upon a midnight dreary"? The Fall of the House of Usher, The Telltale Heart, or The Raven? The Raven. Which character is the protagonist of Herman Melville's Moby Dick? Queequeg, Captain Ahab, or Ishmael? Captain Ahab. Who wrote the epic poem Paradise Lost? Jacob Milton, or John Milton, or James Milton? John Milton. Which character is the protagonist of Mark Twain's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? Was it Huck Finn, Jim, or Pap? Huck Finn. Who wrote the novel The Scarlet Letter? Henry David Thoreau, Nathaniel Hawthorne, or Edgar Allan Poe? Nathaniel Hawthorne. Question 61 begins with a history question. Which ancient civilization built the Great Library of Alexandria? The Romans, the Greeks, or the Egyptians? The Greeks. Who was the Roman emperor when the Roman Empire fell in 476 CE? Augustus, Romulus Augustus, or Constantine? Romulus Augustus. Which event occurred on July 14, 1789 in Paris? Louis XVI was executed, the French Revolution began, or Marie Antoinette was married? The French Revolution began. Who was the leader of the Mongol Empire in the 13th century? Genghis Khan, Tamerlane, or Babur? Genghis Khan. Which battle marked the end of the American Civil War in 1865? Chancellorsville, Antietam, or Appomattox? Appomattox. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union during World War II? Joseph Stalin, Leon Trotsky, or Mikhail Gorbachev? Joseph Stalin. Which ancient wonder was located in Babylon? The Temple of Artemis, the Hanging Gardens, or the Statue of Zeus? The Hanging Gardens. Who was the first king of England? Alfred the Great, William the Conqueror, or Edward the First? William the Conqueror. Which event occurred on November 9, 1989 in Berlin, Germany? The Berlin Wall was torn down, World War II began, or German reunification? The Berlin Wall was torn down. Who was the leader of the Chinese Communist Party during the Long March? Chiang Kai-shek, Mao Zedong, or Zhou Enlai? Mao Zedong. And we are moving over to entertainment. For question 71, which actors starred in Juno? Kate Winslet, Elliot Page, or Margot Robbie? Elliot Page. Which actor played the role of Luke Skywalker in the original Star Wars trilogy? Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, or Carrie Fisher? Mark Hamill. In 1917 is a movie based on which war? World War I, the Vietnam War, or the Korean War? That's a movie called 1917. World War I. Which singer-songwriter wrote the hit song Respect? Dionne Warwick, Aretha Franklin, or Tina Turner? Aretha Franklin. Which actor played the role of James Bond in the 1960s? Sean Connery, George Lazenby, or Roger Moore? Sean Connery. Which actress played the role of Rachel Green on the TV show Friends? Lisa Kudrow, Jennifer Aniston, or Courtney Cox? Jennifer Aniston. Which actor played the role of Captain Kirk on the TV show Star Trek? William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, or DeForest Kelley? William Shatner. Which singer-songwriter wrote the hit song Imagine? George Harrison, John Lennon, or Ringo Starr? John Lennon. Which actress played the role of Dorothy Gale in the movie The Wizard of Oz? Judy Garland, Ray Bolger, or Margaret Hamilton? Judy Garland. Which actor played the role of Tony Stark, Iron Man, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Ryan Reynolds, Robert Downey Jr., or Chris Hemsworth? Robert Downey Jr. And let's move over to Cuisine for question 81. Which popular Italian dish originated in Naples? Pizza, gelato, or risotto? Pizza. Which Indian dish is made with chicken cooked in a creamy tomato sauce? Biryani, butter chicken, or curry? Butter chicken. Which Japanese dish consists of raw fish sliced into thin pieces? Sashimi, ramen, or tempura? Sashimi. Which Mexican dish is a corn tortilla filled with meat, cheese, and vegetables? Taco, enchilada, or quesadilla? Taco. Which Chinese dish is made with stir-fried noodles, vegetables, and meat, or seafood? Wonton soup, chow mein, or lo mein? Wonton soup. Which Korean dish is a spicy stew made with pork, kimchi, and tofu? Kimchi sundai, kimchi jjigae, or kimchi tteokbokki? Kimchi jjigae. Which Middle Eastern dish is a dip made with chickpeas, tahini, garlic, and lemon juice? Hummus, shawarma, or tabbouleh? Hummus. Which Middle Eastern sauce is made of ground sesame paste? Tabbouleh, tahini, or labneh? Tahini. Which Spanish dish is a savory rice dish made with seafood, vegetables, and saffron? Paella, empanada, or gazpacho? Paella. Which Thai dish is a spicy soup made with coconut milk, lemongrass, and typically a choice of protein? Pad Thai, Tom Yum soup, or green curry? Tom Yum soup. And we are moving on to science for our last questions. What is the process by which water moves through a plant from the roots to the leaves and is then released into the air as water vapor? Evaporation, transpiration, or respiration? Transpiration. What is the process by which an organism's genetic information is passed from one generation to the next? Heredity, mutation, or gene expression? Heredity. Archimedes is known for his discovery of which principle? Gravity, buoyancy, or natural selection? Buoyancy. What is the smallest bone in the human body? The stapes, ulna, or carpals? The stapes. Which scientist discovered the first exoplanet? Johannes Kepler, Michel Mayer, or Galileo Galilei? Michel Mayer. What is the process by which the Earth's plates move and change? Plate tectonics, plate drift, or glaciation? Plate tectonics. Which scientist developed the theory of continental drift? Harry Hess, Friedrich Hayek, or Alfred Wegener? Alfred Wegener. What is the largest organ of the human body? Skin, lungs, or liver? The skin. Which scientist discovered the principle of relativity? Max Planck, Albert Einstein, or Niels Bohr? Albert Einstein. And for our last question, what is the term for the phenomena where a fluid's viscosity decreases under high shear rates, such as when a fluid is agitated or shaken? Thixotropy, viscoelasticity, or rheology? Thixotropy. Bonus question, which scientist developed the first successful cloning technique leading to the birth of Dolly the sheep in 1996? Let us know the answer in the comments and how well you ranked with our quiz class Einstein Rewards. We'd love to see how you did. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in our next one. Bye-bye.